I'm going to run an abbreviated little music segment this morning because we got a lot of questions to answer. But I want to talk a little bit before we get started about something I just noticed. And I was doing laundry in the basement, getting stuff folded up and put away, and it dawned on me that I was having to spend a lot of time turning my shirts right side out. Now, when Robert and I first married, now this is a funny story. When Robert and I first married, I noticed when I did the laundry that I didn't have to spend a lot of time turning his socks right side out. Yep, the mic's on. So, hey, and it really just kind of tickled me. So I thanked him one day. About taking his socks off and turning them right side out. And he said, no, I don't turn them right side out. He said, I actually pull them off at the toe and take them off. Yes, my mic's on. I have it on right here. So I think, sister, can you hear me? I can't hear well. Mic plugged in. Okay, let me try again. Yep, it was plugged in. But there could be problems. Hold on a second. Let me go do something. I'm going to be right back. There. How's that? Is that better? Okay, folks. Here we go. Okay, so everybody can hear me now. The main thing is, he said he didn't turn his socks right side out after they were already dirty. He already had them. He pulled them off by the toe. I just had to replug the mic in. It must have had a little bit of dust or something in it. Anyway, so this morning I'm doing laundry and I'm folding up my shirts, and I realized that my shirts are wrong side out, and I've got to turn them right side out, put them on the hanger, fold them up, whatever I need to do. And it reminded me of Robert's socks. So he was used to doing laundry himself, and he saw that it was less efficient. This is his mind. It was less efficient for him to take his socks off wrong side, putting the wrong side out. So I thought it was quite interesting. So I'm going to try to make it a habit when I take my shirts off to make sure they are right side out, so that when I wash them, they don't usually turn wrong side out when I wash them. So it's kind of funny being prepared. So I was a little late getting here today because Liz sent me the questions yesterday. And did I print them out yesterday? No. The do it now principle has to kick in occasionally. And when the do it now principle kicks in, you don't have to waste time in the morning doing things because they're already done. Just a while ago, I had to change out a toilet paper roll. Did I wait till I had to drip dry and I didn't have any toilet paper in the bathroom, or I had to go through the motions of I have a stand. It's kind of like a hangman's tree. It's half a T shaped, and it'll hold 5 rolls and one on it. And it's just kind of fun that I already have everything in the bathroom, so I'm down to 1 roll and one on. I've got 2 rolls in the bathroom now. So the do it now principle kicks in. So when you take your clothes off, turn them right side out. When you get to the last roll in the bathroom, put a new one in. This makes your life less hectic and frantic. Last night was a tough night around here because my niece was traveling today and her phone wasn't holding a charge, and it was just, she was having a hard time. So on Monday, I got her a better phone, one that wasn't 5 or 6 years old, and sent it to her, and it got stolen off of her front porch. And so we were trying to figure out, I had to report it to Verizon, I had to report it to FedEx, and a funny thing happened last night. When I reported it to FedEx, I got a call from them, and it was a lady that she recognized our business name. She says, "Well, I know Fly Lady." And so I just let it go. And then toward the end of our call, I said, "Well, tell me how you know about Fly Lady." And she says, "Well, many years ago when I was a young wife and we're Army and, traveling all over the country, Fly Lady really did help me." And I said, "Well, I'm Fly Lady." And she just her name was Rachel. So if Rachel's watching, hey, Rachel, she was all excited to get to talk to me. And she had been so helpful, and she put in a track on the phone. The person who delivered the phone had to go to, had 48 hours to try to figure out where the phone went to. And that was where the phone went. And my niece went and knocked on every door when she got off work yesterday. It was supposed to come on Wednesday, but it came on Tuesday when she wasn't expecting it. But she was home all day Tuesday. So it was just crazy what we had to go through last night. But Rachel was very helpful. And poor Brooke, she's without a phone. But the Verizon was very helpful, and they're delivering a phone to her grandma's house. So it's all good. It's all good. Customer service people are amazing people to deal with. This one girl I got last night, she was in North Carolina, and she said, one day I got this lady on the phone and she was speaking Spanish and she cursed me in Spanish, and I just acted like I didn't know what she was talking about. So we get a chance to do something nice and to not react to the way they're reacting. We get to set the tone for whatever it is. So I got questions, and keep in mind we got a purple rag BOGO going on, and then this is what I'm so excited about. Calendars. I'm losing my mind. Calendars. Get your calendars ordered. This is going to be my favorite calendar, I believe. I think I'm going to have to keep one right by my chair. Yep, all the time. I think I'm going to have. And this one goes on my bathroom wall. I chart my weight. I chart my food. And all of you have been asking about whether I'm going up and down the stairs. Yesterday I did 3 trips. I'm having, we all fall off the bandwagon, and I'm having to start over. And it's not fun, it's not fun to realize you've fallen off the bandwagon. But guess what? You can't beat yourself up. You just cannot beat yourself up, and you have to jump in right where you are. And I'm pretty much having to start over. So yesterday I did 3 trips up and down the stairs. I'm doing laundry, 3 trips. That's easy to do. I'm gathering up things for Leanne's new house, a little welcome wagon package. And I have to start over, and that's okay. So I'm doing 3 trips today. I'll try to do 4 or 5 trips. Tomorrow, maybe I'll do 6 or 7. So I'm building up my stamina again. I was going really well. I was doing 14 trips up and down the stairs back in April, and I got sick. And when I got sick, I was dizzy, and it was not safe for me to go up and down the steps. So if you didn't gain all your weight back, you're not really starting over. You're not really starting over. So people say they've fallen off the Fly Lady bandwagon. There is no bandwagon, pretty much. We jump in where we are. We just keep going. And some habits stick, and some habits have fallen by the wayside. But guess what? They're easy to pick up because that pathway's already built in your brain. There are no zones on the calendar. Let me answer this question. But get the stickers, and every month I tell you what the zones are going to be, and you can put those stickers. So get the sticker kits with your calendars. You will love that. So let's get to some questions. I keep seeing people making reference to their launch pad. What is that? Well, the launch pad is an area by the door that you leave the house. So maybe you go out through the garage. We go out through the garage a lot. The launch pad is that area where you're headed out the door and you place the things you need for that day. Now, a lot of times Robert will go ahead and put things in the car so that he has them with him. That's just the way he likes to do it. And it works really well for him. I put things by the front door because I go out the front door. I go out the front door when I leave the house because my truck doesn't fit in the garage, and his car has to be charged, so it's in the garage. And it works really well. And a launch pad is putting the things you need for the next day. It's what you do as part of your before bed routine, and it keeps you from forgetting things. Let's just say we have one lady who keeps her calendar on the launch pad. She has a big antique frame that she corked up. She put cork as the backing, and she put her calendar on the frame, and they check the calendar before they, as they're getting ready to go to bed, and they put everything. If they need rain boots or umbrellas, things are right there. And a launch pad it can be as simple as a command hook on the wall, a big command hook on the wall, and you hang your purse there, or your backpack, everything that you're going to need for the next day. And it makes it so easy. It makes it so easy because all you do is grab and go. If you have to wear dress shoes to work, but you got to get your day started and you got your lace-up shoes at home, what you do is you put your dress shoes on your launch pad or in your tote bag so that you can take them to work with you and put them on when you get to work. It makes it easy. You're making it easy on yourself because there's nothing worse than getting 2 miles down the road and your child remembers she's got clarinet class this afternoon. Or they remember they've got volleyball practice. And you got to go back home. So you get everything ready for tomorrow, tonight. Put it in your bag, put it in your tote bag, put it in your backpack, put everything you need right there. And it saves you a lot of stress. It's all about loving yourself. It's all about being kind to yourself, setting up this launch pad. And I pretty much do it every day if I'm going to be leaving the house. A launch pad gets set up. And my launch pad is right beside my chair. I stack things and I have my purse hanging on a hook. It's all right there. So I grab my purse. Mostly it's grab my little purse and go. Okay. Next question. Does that satisfy a launch pad? I just started with baby steps. Should I also include the daily mission and zone into my day, or should I wait until the 31 days has passed? Yeah, you can jump right in with the daily mission. It comes out in our flight plan every day, and zone work is just part of our daily routine. Right now we're in our kitchen. Do something a little bit extra in your kitchen. Your mission is that. Your mission is in the kitchen. So if you do the mission, you've done the zone. So you kill 2 birds with 1 stone. But don't think too hard. I've got this little plaque on my wall, and it says, and it's a quote from Dr. Martin Luther King, and it says, you don't have to see the top of the staircase. And I'm paraphrasing here because I can't see it from over here. But I see a staircase, and I understand the staircase. You don't have to see the top of the staircase to take the first step. And it's going to change your life. Just take one step after another, one step after another. And eventually you'll get to the top and it all kind of fits together. But don't think too hard on it. That's our problem. We want to know how it all works before we ever get started. I want you to just go shine your sink. Just go shine your sink. And in the morning, and get dressed to your lace-up shoes. Make your bed when you get up. Go swish and swipe. Bam, bam, bam. It's that fast. Do you follow your steps in the book, Body Clutter? Do you find you are struggling with body clutter challenges? Body clutter is a way of life. I mean, our weight goes up and down. Last night, Robert comes in the living room and he says, guess where we're going to eat? And he had on a denim shirt. And I said, we're going to Pizza Hut. And he said, ding, 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 ding. Well, Pizza Hut's always cold and we freeze to death and he has no fat on his bones. And I got plenty of insulation, but it's still cold in there. So I had to go put on a shirt over my tank top and to go out to eat. So we got to eat, and I usually get wings and a salad, but I wanted something Italian, you know? So he ordered a little pan pizza, and I ordered a little pan pizza, but I had a plan. I like pepperoni and pineapple, and I like jalapenos. So I ordered a pepperoni pineapple with jalapenos on it. And then I just took all the topping off the pizza and left it in its little pan. And I sprinkled some Parmesan cheese on it. So there were no carbs to amounting other than the tomato sauce and maybe a little bit in the pineapple pieces. But the carbs were at a minimum. I had a salad and I had 3 wings. And Robert and I split the wings. And I thought, well, I might want to eat one of those crusts. So I took a bite out of, and it's a lot of dough. It's a lot of dough. I took a bite and the mouthfeel grossed me out. It just grossed me out. And I discreetly took my napkin and disposed of that. And I probably won't do that again. I probably won't do that again because I didn't like the way the doughiness felt in my mouth. So, did I deny myself? No, because I didn't want it. So, body clutter is a way of life. You learn to eat you know what to do, and sometimes you don't want to do it, but you don't beat yourself up about it. You just do better the next time. And I do intermittent fasting, so I don't really eat lunch or breakfast until about 2 in the afternoon. So I go from 6 o'clock at night to 6 o'clock in the morning, which is 12 hours, and to noon is 18 hours. So I usually go 18 to 22 hours without eating, and it keeps my blood sugar low, keeps me energized, and it really works. So you can't use I can't use cauliflower for a crust. My daughter-in-law has done that. I'd just rather have all the sauces put in a casserole dish and eat it like it is without any crust. I don't really need a crust. I just need the Italian flavorings. Which book is best to start for beginners? Well, it's according to your age. Millennials, they tend to like short little snippets. So my newest book, The Chaos Cure, may get them excited about what we're doing. And Leanne is finding that millennials want to learn how to cook. This is a cute book. You can just pick up and read a section. And now, if you want to start with the Chaos to Clean 31 Baby Steps, this is a book we self-published. It's on our website. We had it printed. And it's 31 days. Jump in with 31 days. We have 31 days in July. We'll have 31 days in August. We may go back through this book in August. But right now, you can jump in right where we are. We're at day 11. And day 11 talks about you can't organize clutter. You have to get rid of it. That's what this, there's a testimonial in here. There's an essay. And there's another quote. You can't organize clutter. You have to get rid of it. So this is a great book for beginners. They both are. But Sync Reflections is too. It's according to, if you want to read a whole book before you get started. But I just recommend jumping in. Jump in. Start doing our missions. Sign up and get our emails. It's going to change your life. I put on my patriotic watch band last night. I forgot it through the 4th of July. So I thought, well, I'll wear it now. And it's making me happy because it's the Stars and Stripes. Yep. I'm patriotic. I have a flag on my wall. I have a fake, patriotic thing. When I was in high school, I made me a shirt that was blue, I think it was, and I put white buttons on it in a star. And I loved that shirt. It made me happy. How should I keep movies organized? I can't tell you that because we really don't have a bunch of movies. We have movies on Roku. We have movies on our Amazon Prime. We just don't have movies. But if you have movies that the kids watch a lot, I would put them on a shelf somewhere. Or in a bin that you could pull out of a table where you can find them. That's a good idea because I have done that with my CDs. I got a photo album. It's not really a photo album. It's a CD-ROM album. And I took all the little cover sheets for our CDs out of them, put them in the slip and put the CD behind it. So I have all our music library done like that. And I guess you could do a video library. That way you could, arrange them in alphabetical order or by genre or by cartoons and action, drama, just different ways and organize them that way. But in a big photo album, they're on Amazon and they're not that expensive, like $18 for a set with all the sheets, and you can get extra sheets. And we have those on a shelf over our CD player where we can grab one. If we want to listen to a CD, we can grab it. It's right there and they're in order and you can just flip through them. Getting rid of the cases is a big deal. Yep. How do I incorporate my yard work into my daily routines? Well, yard work is 15 minutes. And I know you don't believe that, but if you will set up a time each day that you just go out and deadhead flowers or weed eat a little bit. Our grandparents didn't have a weed eater. They had a hoe. Yes, an Hoe. They had a hoe. And they would go out there and chop weeds. Now, we have a little... it's a cuteness thing. It's a battery-operated weed eater, and it's lightweight. The battery goes with the blower, too, to blow leaves off. One time, by accident, I blew the leaves off the back deck, and I didn't turn it off and came through the house, and it blew dust bunnies from under the furniture. So it was funny. But now, I don't have dust bunnies under the furniture because Robert got me a Roomba, and the Roomba goes underneath most of our furniture and gets the dust bunnies out. But you incorporate the yard work just 15 minutes a day. And you may have to mow for longer than that. But guess what? It gets done. And set up a day that you usually do your mowing. If it rains, you work around that. Now, those of you who are in Louisiana, my grandson's down in Panama City right now, there's a hurricane forming. And it's going to come up through Louisiana and up the Mississippi Valley. So they think. Pardon me. Whew. Talk about dust, huh? Dust bunnies. Make you sneeze every time, won't it? Suggestion. But there's a storm coming. And now, I set this stuff up 2 weeks ahead of time. And tomorrow's essay is the storms are brewing. It's brewing right now. And if you live in those areas, you may need to seek high ground or be ready. I saw somebody in a kayak this morning trying to get out because it was raining so much. So they're expecting 20 inches of rain. If we have 10 inches of rain here, we're stuck in the house because we can't get past our bridge. So folks, get prepared for the weather that's coming. If you live in Louisiana, Mississippi, East Texas, it's coming. And all the way up into Arkansas and Tennessee. I had to warn my niece yesterday. I said, you're going to Tennessee, it's going to be raining, and you could have some flash floods, so be careful. Let's see. How do I get my husband to jump in and help me? You can't. You can't. Stop doing this to yourself. Now, if he watches you be happy, clean it. Think about Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn whitewashing a fence. If you act happy about blessing your home, you're going to get more help. But if you act like it's a burden, who do you think's going to help you? Nobody. So quit keeping score and do it for you. Single parents have to do it by themselves. Military spouses have to do it by themselves. You need to take care of you and do it for you, not having anybody else get in there and help you. Because if you can do it, if a single parent can do it by themselves, you can too. And get your kids involved. Let them think it's a game. Get out your carpet sweeper, or put some shaving cream down on the floor, or make some shaving cream out of some baby shampoo and let them slip. If it's a rainy day, let them slip and slide in the kitchen and in their bathing suits, and then get it all up with old towels. And you'll have the cleanest floor you've ever had in your whole life. And the kids will be clean, and then you can throw them in the bathtub and let them play for a while. But you can't make anybody do anything. All you can do is motivate yourself. Quit trying to manipulate others. Do you hear me? Don't do it. You help us so much. When do you actually get a day off? You deserve you time as well. Well, I'm doing what I love. And when you do what you love, somebody said you never work a day in your life. Well, I've been doing this for almost 20 years. And I get things done, and I do things for me. Robert and I go to dinner, and we spend time talking about lots of different things. We have fun with politics, and you name it. We have some deep conversations. As far as traveling a lot, we have been there, done that. And he's not as fond of road trips as I am. And I haven't been on a road trip in a while, but maybe soon we will. Who knows? Any idea how to motivate my children to do their chores daily? Well, number one, don't call them chores. That's not persuasion at all. It's not persuasion at all. So when you talk to a kid about a chore or a job, you got to give a little reward. You got to talk about it blessing the family and have some fun with it. Make a game out of it. Or give them points. I got points yesterday because I guessed where we were going to dinner. Ding, 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 ding. I got points. When they get their little things they have to do done, they can go out and play. They can go have fun. They can have a reward. And do camp Gonna Want to Fly. Kids love that. Even teenagers love camp. My grandson spent 6 weeks working at camp this summer. He had a ball. And he was working every day. So let the older kids be the camp counselors, and you got to get their rooms. They have to keep their rooms clean because they're going to be judged. Give an award for the cleanest room. This is what camps do. This is how they make things done. Download our free Camp Gonna Want to Fly control journal. Plan your camp for next week. It'll be fun. Question. I'm supposed to take a refreshing dish to a party this Saturday. Any idea what I should make? Refreshing dish. Well, you could make a punch, a sort of sangria type punch without any wine in it, with orange juice, and just melt some jelly, some raspberry jelly, and slice up some lemons and limes in it, and make a refreshing lemonade type situation. Get on Pinterest. Look for stuff. Get on Facebook. Look for stuff. 7-layer salad. Kathy's taco salad is really good too. And it's on our website in the 4th of July stuff, I believe. And just find something. A watermelon salad is fun. It's a lot of fun. But it's a lot of work too. And I used a little melon ball scooper. You can buy pieces of melon already cut, but I like to get the fresh melon. So fresh honeydew, fresh cantaloupe. I'm not a big fan of watermelon, but I do like it in this. And I think that salad is on our recipes too. Put some grapes in it, some strawberries, put some bananas in it at the last little minute, but you need to put some ascorbic lemon juice on the banana so they don't turn brown. But grapes, fresh cherries, well, the cherries have pits in them. I wouldn't put cherries in there. But the seedless grapes, red grapes and green grapes, those in there, and then melon balls of cantaloupe and honeydew, Crenshaw, any kind of melon, and then you can bag it all up. Take your watermelon that you've cut it in a zigzag for a big old bowl, put it in a Ziploc bag, put the melon in the Ziploc bag, take the bowl with you and set it on the table, and it'll be cute. And be sure to take your spoon, but you need to label everything because it'll all get lost. And you make a dressing to go over it with orange juice and lemon juice, maybe lime juice, and there you have it. I never thought about pitting cherries, but you don't want anybody to choke on a pit if they don't know what's in there. How often do you suggest washing your cat or dog bedding? I do it seasonally, and since Loki died, I haven't done it yet because the Tulip is used to that smell, and she's still mourning the loss of Loki. So I haven't washed them yet, but I probably will before the end of summer. Wash them all up so Loki's smell will be gone. Are you live every day? I said, yep, twice a day. 11 o'clock in the morning and 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Yep, except on Sunday. I don't do Sunday morning. And it's 11 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time, Eastern Time. I got a lot of condolence cards. How often should I clean the inside of my shower or tub? I clean mine every time I'm in it. Yep, I just take my purple rag and wipe down the sides. And then once a month when we're in zone 3, I wipe down the shelves, on the corners of the tub. And then if your tub hasn't been cleaned in a long time, then you may need to take your purple rag and just scrub a 2-foot square while your conditioner's on your hair. Two, that's all. I'd like a chemical-free option for wiping counters and floors. Any suggestion? It's called water and a purple rag. Hot, soapy water in your sink and wipe down your counters. I don't use chemicals in my house. Only thing I use that might even be close to chemicals is Windex. That's it. And I use a purple rag and water and soap that you put on your body. That's it. Some people like to use a little vinegar and water. They make up a 10% solution of vinegar and water, and they use that to spray on things. Will the carpet sweeper work on a bare floor? It's a carpet sweeper. The name says it all. It doesn't do well on a bare floor. Now, I have taken my rubber sweeper. This is great for a bare floor. And I have swept this up on a carpet and then used the carpet sweeper to get it up. Yeah, I know that's cheating, but I've done it. I've done it. And there you have it. We have, and get your carpet sweepers. We've got a supply of them now, and you can get a 20% discount on them right this minute with coupon code BLESSING304. And if you'll refer to the things you have to do in your home as blessings, you're blessing your family. Your children are blessing their siblings. There's just some fun ways to do things. Yeah, it is using my noggin. So folks, have a great rest of the day. I'll be back at 3 o'clock. We will be drawing a topic out of my trusty little teapot. And you just never know what's going to come out of it. You just don't. Patty and I brainstormed 13 pages of topics. And then I printed them all out and cut them up into little pieces. Yesterday we talked about food, putting good food in our bodies. And Leanne will be here before you know it. She's thinking about doing some little seminar when she gets here in September. So keep that in mind if you want to become one of her, she's got a name for it, but it's like a nutritionist. But it's not a nutritionist. It's helping to teach people. She's giving you the tools to create your own business. And once you get your house in order, the sky's the limit to what you can do. So let's practice our routines. Let's get things done. And you're going to be surprised at the next level you're ready to go to. So folks, have a good time. Enjoy your day. Get some things done, because I got a lot of stuff done yesterday. And I got to go find my Roomba, because I think it died underneath my bed somewhere. Yep. So y'all, I love you all. I'll see you at 3 o'clock. Bye. You never have to miss tea time, because even if you miss it live, you can catch it later. And we have lots of ways to catch it. It's on our website. It's on Facebook. Just click on the videos. And it's on YouTube. And then it's on a thing called BitChute. BitChute.com. It looks like the ugly word UTE. So it's BitChute and .com, and it automatically goes from YouTube there. And go subscribe to me there, because you never know when we're going to be shadow banned on Facebook, because I'm a little patriotic. Can you tell? I'm just a little bit patriotic. I'm a little bit country, and I'm a whole lot conservative. I love you all. I will see you later.